What's up, guys? Welcome to your 44th Android tutorial for the new boss, and again with me, Travis. And what we're going to do is kind of give you guys a review on passing data, getting data, starting an activity for a desired result. So we're going to build kind of our own application, and kind of, because we briefly talked on those subjects, but it's kind of probably confusing for the most part. So we're going to build our own application and break it down for the most part. So what we need to do is set up two XML layouts. So I'm just going to hit set those up real quick. I'm going to call one send.xml, and I'm going to call the other one get for the most. Well, I don't know what I'm going to call this. Yeah, get. Or yeah, there we go. Basically, in our get XML, it's going to be a pretty simple layout. We aren't really going to care about the layout for the most part. We're just going to add an edit text, so under our text fields, plain text right there, and two buttons, and then a text view. But we are going to do something new with this layout for the most part, so stay tuned for that. But two buttons and an edit text, and let's go into the XML, because this is what I'm going to teach you guys that's new for the most part. Instead of linear layout, we're going to learn about relative layout, because some of you guys might like this for developing and whatnot. So instead of linear view, just type relative layout, and there we go. And then delete our orientation because we won't need that. And let's set up our edit text, the ID and all that stuff for all these things. So our edit text is right here, and we're going to change this to et send, because we're going to send some data through the edit text. And then it's pretty good. For a button, we're going to say start activity for the text, and our other button we're going to say start activity for result. Just kind of get this boring stuff set up for the most part. Result, and then B, we're going to say SAFR for start activity for result, and then B just BSA for the edit. And then for our text view, we're going to say TV for text view, and then got, and leave it as text view for now. It doesn't really matter. Then what we're going to do is what we can find with the relative layout is the positioning for the most part. As you can see, it's kind of messed up at the moment. Everything's kind of set in the same position. So what we're going to do is we have this, basically our edit text here. This line's messing me up for the most part. We have the edit text, and what we're going to do is just kind of lay out these buttons according to the other little items within here. So what we're going to say is Android for our button, Android, and then we can say layout, then we can say like below, I believe, and then we just add the reference of whatever ID that we want to lay it below. So we're going to say at ID /et send, and let's check that out, save it, and it's going to put it below. Then another method we can use is like aligning that button. So we're going to say Android, and we're going to align it according to the parent, which is the ID reference that we just set up. So we're going to say Android layout align parent right. So we're going to set it up to the right of basically the text view, and it's going to align it to that. We need to set this to true or false, so we're going to say true, and as you can see, it moves this button over here. Now we're just going to set this start activity for result to the left of this button that we just set up. So we're going to say Android layout left, or 2 to the left of, and then we just oops. Sorry, I always, for some reason, to the left of, and then we have to reference ID again, so we're going to say ID forward slash whatever ID of that button was. So that was ID BSA, so ID BSA, and then check that out. It's going to be aligned to the left, but what we're now going to do is set basically the top alignment to the left of that parent as well. Or you'll see, I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to talk and think at the same time. Man. But so now what we're going to do is basically say to the left of, and then we also say layout, and we have to set up the alignment. So we're going to say align top, and then we can set this equal to basically our reference as well. So we're going to say at ID forward slash BSA, not question mark, forward slash BSA, and check that out. And it's going to align the top with the top of this pretty much alignment. Now, see, I mean, I don't know if you guys wanted to use relative layout or not, but I just thought I'd show you guys the option. All we need to do now is change this text view as well. So we're going to say, just quickly, Android layout, and then below at whatever that button was called. So that's the at ID forward slash B start activity for result. And you know, that's good enough for the most part. You could also set the alignment to there as well, but I just wanted to show you guys the relative layout, how that works, and then we're also going to set up our other layout in the next tutorial. So I'll catch you guys then. Peace.